Hi guys, this is Eunice and this is Straw Herbal Medicine and this is Straw Herbal Knowledge. Today we're going to be talking about blackberry root herbal medicine. Last week we did talk about barberry root herbal medicine and they're two different things. Okay, blackberry root is also a tonic. It's made of a tonic and so far. Normally you do not use it as a herbal capsule. Some people may, but we only have that on our website as a tonic. Or you can use an elixir as well. So it will be something liquid. Those are the two formulations and so far that we'll go with and so forth with this blackberry root herbal medicine and so forth. And it is a great herbal medicine. It does not taste bad. It is a bitterant, but it's still not bad. And if you prefer not a bitterant, then you may want to use an elixir. Elixir, you can add a little honey to it and so forth and things like that and so forth and accomplish the same benefits and so forth as you do the tonic. And that's that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it and so forth. I haven't excuse me, I haven't had to talk about blackberry root in a while, but someone did ask me about it, so I decided to use that today as our herbal knowledge and so forth to go ahead and get into it and so forth. And in case somebody else is interested in that and so forth, I want to give out this information. Blackberry root is used as an herbal medicine, has been used for centuries. Most people do know about the blackberry root and so forth. It's used for diarrhea, it's used for fluid retention, also for swelling and things like that. It's also used if you are diabetic, it's used for diabetes. It's also used for gout. My uncle had gouts and things like that, and it helped him out. But he is passed on. It's also great for, like I said, pain, swelling, and inflammation, and so forth. And it also aid in helping preventing cancer and heart diseases and so forth. So this is a great herb to have around and so forth. And also, if you do have young children at home who has any of these symptoms or anything like that, it is also, they can use, I would say, I would recommend 12 and older and so forth for this particular medicine and so forth. But it is great and helpful for the whole family to do so. And we usually do have this as a 4-ounce tonic or 2-ounce tonic. Same thing for elixir, 4-ounce elixir or 2-ounce elixir and all that. Also, this particular, especially the elixir, is great to use as a mouthwash and so forth. So if you have like an irritation in your throat and things like that, it will help there as well. So it is a great medicine to have around again for the whole family and all that. So if you cannot use this information, just pass it on to someone who may can. Again, a lot of people are familiar with blackberry root herbal medicine and so far. So, and you could do your own research on this and, check it out and things like that. But it is good and it's good for the whole family and especially for these symptoms. Now, these symptoms are common symptoms and so far that everyone can appreciate and know about and things like that. And, again, for the diarrhea, I don't know anybody in the world who has not had that stage and so forth. I've had that stage myself. And also, too, for people who have chronic IBSD and so far, it'd be good to help, slow that down to help with that as well and everything. I mean, there's other medicine and so forth that can help with that too, but this is one natural medicine that can help with that. Okay, it does help with fluid retention. I do know a lot of people that have that and so forth, the swellings the inflammation and things like that. Blackberry root is really, really good for that common issue. And so far, and it is something that you can take consistently as well. Yeah, I've seen people, with the leg swelling and so forth and things like that, the swelling. And if it's swelling, you got the inflammation, you got pain and all that. Blackberry root is really good for that. Actually, that is one of the reasons most people use blackberry root. Um, Herbal medicine is it's for the gout, the fluid retention, swelling, inflammation, and pain. Those are the reason that most people will seek this particular herb out. Um, it also aid again in heart disease, aid in preventing cancer and heart diseases and so forth. And it also can be used as a mouth rinse if you have like irritation or inflammation or whatever in the throat and so forth. It can help with that. It do help also to help heal wounds and so forth. Slow wounds healing and things like that. Or slow or marks and so forth that usually starts in the inner side and come out on the surface of the skin. It does help with that as well. So this is a good herb to help you and so forth to live a weapon of life. As I always say, your health is your priority. And most of the time when we talk about herbal medicine, they are well-known herbal medicine. They have been researched and studied and things like that. I do know, as I said before, that when you do talk with your doctor and so forth, some doctors are now that I'm hearing, do recognize herbal medicine, things like that. But most doctors and so forth would not want you to use herbal medicine while you are using traditional medicine. And most of the people that do come to us, again, as I said before, are already gone to the doctor. They are on traditional medicine of some kind, which is a good reason for you to seek a herbalist or healthcare provider, is because you want them to help you with recommending herbal medicine for you that is not going to have an interaction with your traditional medicine and things like that. That is one of the best reasons to seek a herbalist or healthcare provider so that you can get something to help you that's not going to interfere with your traditional doctor care or your specialty medicine and so forth. You don't want to have a bad reaction, with the medicine and things like that. So yeah, so if you have any symptoms of any kind and so forth, do your research on it. I always tell people and so forth before you even go to the doctor and so forth, recognize your symptoms, write them down and so forth, and do some research on those symptoms and so forth. So when you go to the doctor and so forth, you can have a better conversation with the doctors and things like that. And yeah, some doctors, will say, "Oh, what are you trying to do?" Self-diagnose and so forth. That was my daughter said that she does that and so far, and I think I put that in her head enough. And everything, and her doctor, the new doctor that she's seen now and so far, ask her that question and so forth, and you just simply say no, but I am all about my care, what I'm saying, because your care is your number one priority. So if a doctor asks you and so forth, once you have did the research, studied your symptoms and so forth to see what it could be, what it cannot be, and this and that. And that's the whole point of going to the doctor, is to find out exactly what it is and so far. But because when you do your research, you're going to have like this, is that, or I say it could be this, it could be that, or it could be this, or it could be that. So this is one of the reasons why you go to the doctor, is to find out which one it is and so far. So that is not actually self-diagnosing and so far. But yeah, be mindful of your symptoms and so forth. Write them down, write down your research information, have your conversation with your doctor about it and so forth and things like that. And all should go well because your health is your number one priority. Always think and remember that and so forth, because you can help someone else if you're down sick yourself. And you want to be there for the long haul with your family, friends, and whatever and stuff. So take take your health serious. Take your health seriously. And also, like I said, if you have any of these symptoms and so forth that I just mentioned, the diarrhea, fluid retention, for diabetes, the swelling, the gouts, inflammation, the pain, and all that. Most people, that's what they use the blackberry root for, is those things and all that. And they also give you some other health benefits like aid in preventing cancer and heart diseases. And you could also use some of that if you have like a sore throat or any kind of irritation in the throat. You can use that as well. And again, for 12 and older, it can use this particular herbal medicine and so forth. So, take your health serious, take your family health serious and so forth. And do some research on your own about herbal medicine and so forth to see how that can help you. Some people do want to wean themselves off of a lot of harsh traditional drugs, medicine, and so forth. They want to wean themselves from that and so forth. I honestly, and I may get criticized for saying this and so forth, but I honestly do not think anybody should be taking 10 different pills a day from any doctor or whatever and so forth. Just too many pills. First of all, know that the liver cannot process all these pills and so forth. It does take a long time for these pills to digest, to dissolve, and things like that. And so, with you taking so many pills, and this is daily, every day. So before you can even have these pills to dissolve in your body and blah blah blah, here you go, tomorrow you're taking the same amount of pills. But listen to your doctor. I would never say don't go to the doctor, don't listen to your doctor, and whatever and so forth. But I just want you to um also take your health more seriously, and also do some research even on the medicine you're taking and so forth. That's another step. Research the medicine that your doctor is giving you and so forth and all that. And maybe he can, if it's not working, maybe he can give you something different and so forth. Don't forget, doctor misdiagnose people, give them wrong medicine as well. It happens. It happens. So and you just got to take your health serious and just do research and just look at everything. Look at everything and all that. So yeah. I'm not telling you anything new. This information has been out forever. I'm just making sure that I'm a reminder of this information to you. Because this information has already been out forever. But anyway, take your health serious. Let's live a wellness life. Let's do what we can to stay well. Be there for our families and friends and whatever and so forth. And everything. I do have a lot of friends and so far that takes a lot of pills, medicine, and so forth. Thank God they're still here. Even with taking all those medicine, and it could be that all those medicine are keeping them here. I don't know, but it's just seemed like a lot of pills and so forth that you have to take. My ex brother-in-law, after took 16 pills a day daily, he is no longer here. Unfortunately, he is no longer here. But yeah, take your health serious and so forth. Do research on every single thing. Do the research on your symptoms. Do the research on the medicines that the doctor give you. Do your research on the diagnosis that the doctor give to you and all that. Just do the research on everything and so forth so that you can know that your health is being taken care of and so forth, because you are your health should be your number one priority. And by doing all these things and so forth, it helps you to be here in a better health. And for your family and friends. So this is Eunice. Thank you for joining me today on the Short Urban Medicine, and our urban knowledge today is blackberry root. And I will see you on the next Short Urban Knowledge. Bye.